Check. Hello.
Hi. Hi, Sion.
I have food on the stove, so I'll be getting up
That's alright.
periodically.
What are you making?
Some pasta
Mmm.
with like a cream and spinach sauce.
Mmm. Sounds delicious.
Oh God. I got poison Amy.
You what?
I got poison Amy
You.
for
Oh, for the daily
for the
called? I don't remember.
vigilantes.
Vigilantes. Oh my gosh.
Got there in the end.
I also didn't remember. I did it last Tuesday.
Yeah, it is kind of random when I manage to get around to doing these. I will probably be doing it later tonight, maybe. Chloe is out of town
Aw.
all day today. She headed out this morning and won't be back until late tonight. And so it's just me. Normally we have kind of a Sunday routine, but it's totally thrown on its head now.
Aw.
Jake has been gone for like a month on a fishing trip, and then hanging out with like a wedding party that they went to like for like a few days or whatever.
These social butterflies.
I know. And he's also been working a lot because he has been like trying to cover other people's shifts so that they'll cover his when he's going to be gone, right?
Oh yeah, I get that.
And so he has been, just not online very much for like a month. We have not played games for like a month. And so he is finally back this weekend, Sunday to Tuesday. Tuesday is the 4th of July here, Independence Day, and I am taking Monday off so that I have a 4.5 day weekend.
Nice.
Which is cool. Love not working for, a good chunk of time.
We do that a lot in Portugal. We call I don't know what you call that in the US. So because when there's a holiday, like we celebrate the holiday on the actual day. So sometimes there will be a holiday, say, on Thursday. And some people will take the Friday as a vacation day. And so they will have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we call that a pont, which means a bridge. So we call those bridge days. or making the bridge.
We don't have a word for it.
We call that fazer a ponte. Like, faz ponte. No, are you gonna make a bridge? Like, between, like, because there's a holiday and then there's like a day where you go to work. So people will do that. So they have 4 days.
A lot of the time in the US, holidays are like not necessarily on a specific day. It is like the first Friday of a month or something, sort of thing. Or oftentimes, it will be, we'll have a holiday that lands on a Tuesday, but then Monday will be off as the day that it's observed on. Right?
Oh, we don't do that.
Yeah, we subject our workers to worse
my gosh
treatment.
Yeah, it was something that I really enjoyed. Taking those, like, I would, like, in the beginning, so like in Portugal you have 22 vacation days per year. And like in the beginning of the year, I would look at the calendar and I'm like, where's like potential bridge days? And a lot of people would do that.
Yeah, we have. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to see how many days off we have per year. I'm finding things saying that we have 13 days of vacation when you start as a government employee, if you work for the government,
Mm-hmm.
and that'll go up over time, and you are allowed to carry over 30 days of vacation across calendar years. I have more than that. I'm a researcher for an aerospace corporation, and our
Mm-hmm.
benefits are pretty good.
Nice.
So I am currently sitting on about 6 weeks of vacation time.
Ooh, that's really nice.
That gets capped at 9 weeks, so I need to think about spending some of that pretty soon.
Yeah, like don't
Because
just
I've been working
take your
pretty hard.
vacations. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I need to figure the thing with this year is my dad keeps wanting me to visit him in Hawaii.
Oh, your dad lives
Yeah.
in Hawaii? Nice.
Yeah, he moved to Hawaii a couple years ago. And you know, he wants me to come visit. I
You're like
would like to come visit, but also like they're traveling states. Taking a 5-hour plane flight is kind of an ordeal, and we have to like find cat sitters.
Oh,
and,
yeah, that's true.
and like I have to find a good time to take off work where I'm not like in 2 weeks I have 3 all-day meetings that I kind of have to be there for.
Yeah, it's complicated.
Yeah, and so I haven't figured out when I'm actually going to go visit him, and it's a big ordeal.
Yeah.
And also like he has people kind of constantly coming and visiting him, and I would like to he's only got so much space in his house for visitors, and so I have to like figure out a time that works with him, and I got to figure out a time that works with work, and then Chloe has her work.
Oh, yeah, it's complicated. You can just like up and go.
It was a lot easier to visit him when he lived, an hour from me.
What today? Oh my gosh, I was.
Hold on. I hear my food.
Oh, okay.
Boiling.
Go take care of your food. And me, I have no longer remember what I was doing with my Forgelance, but I think we were doing Quest in Pandala. I don't want to do Feudala Dungeon. No, I refuse. I hate this shit. No, we're gonna have to do it sometime. I'm sleepy. I am sleepy. I had to fight for an hour to stay awake. Otherwise, I think I would just sleep through the stream like Friday. I think I left my character here because I was doing Fight Club. Yeah, that's what I was doing. How many soaps do I have? 18. So 2 more weeks for the next rank. This soap was once sold by Tyler Dender, who perished in a dynamite explosion attempting to blow up Frigos Town Hall. Above all else, the Frigosians remember the magnificent fireworks that follow his death. That followed his death. It's so funny.
Okay, I am back.
Welcome back. I was just saying that I was fighting for like about an hour not to fall asleep. I was I was
Yeah, I
staring.
messaged you
Oh my
like an hour ago.
Oh my god, yeah,
Or a couple 2 hours ago.
and I'm like, no, I can't sit in bed because if I sit in bed, I am gonna fall asleep. I fell asleep Friday.
If
I
you
w-
want to go to, if you're too
oh
tired
my
to
god,
stream, you can go to bed.
it's
I will
like
find something else to do here.
no, it's not that I'm tired. I'm not tired. It's that
Got
I've been.
vigilantes.
Oh my god, it's that I've been. I'm not tired. Is that I've been trying to fix up my sleep schedule a bit because I noticed that I was gradually waking up later and later.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, no, this sleep schedule is not okay. So I've been waking up or trying to wake up earlier and earlier. The problem is that as soon as I get to about like close to dinner time, like 7 p.m., 8 p.m., or something like that, I get so incredibly sleepy. It's just it's too strong. I don't even know how to explain this. The other day I was sitting at the computer and I my last memory is having blinked. Of course I didn't blink. I closed my eyes and I just fell asleep like that. Sitting at
Well,
the
that can't
computer.
happen when you're 97 years old.
Yeah, exactly. I am 97. This is why it happens. I just randomly fall asleep anywhere now. I'm at that age.
I mean, So I have had times where I've just been like doing too much, and I just gotta sleep, just gotta go to sleep earlier, or like I'm sick, or whatever. Just gotta sleep earlier, and it is not often worth trying to stay up. I
It's
was doing
just
too much in college at one point. Did I ever tell you about the time that I fell asleep while tanking for my guild in World of Warcraft?
what? Really? That's possible.
Yeah. So we were
You were
in
so
Serpent
tired. Oh my
Shrine
god.
Tavern. This is tier 5. I was tanking Moragrim Tidewalker, a technically optional boss in which the main tank mainly just has to survive. The boss just hits really hard, and like periodically the raid has to deal with ads that rush in, and you know there's typically a healer or two assigned to keeping the tank alive, and then the rest of the raid is dealing with ads and hitting the boss and so on. And what I did, because I was very tired, is I just kind of I knew what buttons I had to press. I knew I didn't have to really move around. I knew my button keybinds by heart, and was just like, I'm just going to put my forehead down on my desk and close my eyes while I press buttons, because my eyes are too tired. I can't keep my eyes open any longer. And apparently managed to hold aggro the entire time after falling asleep, kind of immediately after I started doing that. No one noticed that I had fallen asleep.
Oh my god, no one noticed!
Until they started clearing trash for the next to go to the next boss, started fighting the monsters to go to the next boss. And they're like, Sam, hello? Why are you not moving? We gotta... Okay, so one of our off tanks, put on your tank set. And I woke up, 10, 15 minutes later, and was like, oh, hello, everyone. I fell asleep. Did we kill the boss?
That's funny.
They're like, yeah, we're on. They were. I could not see them. They were out of line of sight because they were off clearing trash, going to the next boss. And I was like, is it okay if I just go to bed? because I am too tired to play this video game right now. And I said, yeah, it's fine. Get out of here. And I said, all right. Breaking my perfect attendance record, but I will see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
And went to bed earlier than usual. And it was just like, I really, really needed to sleep.
Yeah, because you really needed that sleep.
Yeah.
I find that I am not that tired. It's just that I feel like a wave. I don't know. It's like, it's so strong. It's so strong that
that usually means that you are in fact very tired.
But it's like, I'm tired of what? It's not like I'm doing like a lot of physical activity. I don't know. But yeah, since I've been trying to fix my sleep schedule, I reach like, it starts around 7 p.m. and it gets worse like 8 p.m. 9, and I tell myself, okay, just 20 minutes, 5 minutes, less. If I close my eyes, no, I end up sleeping for like 2 hours. And then I wake up feeling just horrible. It's just like, oh my god, now I can't sleep again. Yeah, and then
yeah, there are times
it's like 1 a.m. Yeah.
Take a nap at 4 p.m., finish work, immediately hurl myself into bed, sleep until 9, have now slept for 5 hours, and then, like, don't get to sleep until very late, because it's like, well, I had a real nice 5 hours of sleep there.
It's like I had, like, a really power sleep of 2 hours. And then when I wake up, I cannot sleep again until very late. And this is exactly what I'm trying to end, because I want to wake up at like a much earlier time and then go to sleep and not stay up until like 2 or 3, because I feel like it's not really good. It's I should be sleeping at that hour, not like being super like energetic at 3 a.m.
Yeah. So by the way, I am in the Panda Wushu dojo because I have picked up my certificate from the Damia.
Oh, okay.
From the guy outside the Damia's room.
I am going to Penella. Let's see. I waited a bunch of days now.
Yeah, you should be fine.
I don't want to bribe you. Snatch the certificate out of his hands and leave. Grumbling about Padawan bureaucracy. It's so funny. But yeah, this is my saga right now. Fighting my urge to fall asleep. It's conflicting with my stream schedule.
Yeah. Unfortunately. Well, I could play earlier on Sunday. But,
is there no sound?
What?
Hmm?
Oh. Portia is saying there's no sound.
What? No, there's definitely sound.
No, I think we were...
You were just not speaking.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so for the next step of the Panda Wushu questline, we have to make some garments. We have to make a outfit and a headband. And to do that, we need to do some tailoring.
Oh. We can't have someone else craft. Oh gosh.
We maybe can have someone else craft it.
I'm level 5 tailor.
Let's see.
Oh, I can craft.
You only need to be level.
Oh, I can. I can. Total. Yeah, level 1 for the Panda Wushuka outfit.
Yeah, and it's level 10 for the headband, I think.
Oh, I'm level 5. No. Okay, let's go to the bank and see if I can. Let's see if I can level up my tailor.
I need to turn off the community chat. There's someone in community chat who's looking for a girlfriend.
Oh my fucking god. Yeah, sure, dude.
He has stipulated that she must have large breasts.
Oh my god, my brain.
I love being mandated that way. Oh wait, I just linked this same recipe twice. Here's the headband.
Apparently I don't have shit to level up my tailor.
I might have some stuff. I'm getting the materials for these 2 items first, though.
Wait, does it say... It doesn't say another person can't do it.
Yeah, I think... So I'm going to level up... I'm going to level up my tailoring a little bit just because I want the pods. This is a fine kind of time to do it.
Oh, actually, I already have enough of these. Yeah, I have everything.
Okay, we have a tailoring workshop here. We do. Lunch. I just realized I should have made something with shrimp instead.
Sounds good as well.
Because Chloe hates shrimp.
Oh.
And so I can make things with shrimp when she's not here.
She even dislikes the smell?
Well, if I'm making it when she's here, she will feel like she has to, eat some, as if that's like our dinner.
It's kind of funny because my mom always complains if people want different foods, And when people are eating different things, sometimes like there's foods that I don't like. Bell peppers, I hate them. And she complains that she wants to eat food that has bell peppers in it. And I won't eat it. It's like I've told her already, you don't have to make a different food for me.
You can
I'll just
have your food, and I'll have something else.
have something else, but it bothers her a lot.
Huh.
There's another person eating a different food from the rest of us.
Okay, Mom.
You have no idea how much it bothers her.
It took Chloe a while to like get over us ordering the same or similar things when we like, get delivery or go to a restaurant or something. Like, sometimes we're going out to a place because we want a burger or whatever. We want, I want some lasagna. And she goes, ooh, lasagna sounds good. And then we get there and we both order lasagna. And she's like, no, we can't order the same thing. Bitch, yes, we can.
Oh my god, we totally forgot to tell Stang about Enis.
Oh, does Stang have an axe to grind with Enis?
Enis are his main class.
Oh,
he's an Eni. He's an Eni. Stang.
I didn't realize that. Got my items. Gotta take them back.
I'm gonna trigger him.
Misai is typing. All right, let's see. Let's see what this is. Okay, so now we're saying they're a summon class. I would not call them a summon class, but I understand they're trying to make him mad.
I don't know if he's going to be mad. Maybe he likes it. Oh, he's playing Overwatch. Oh my gosh, I had my window open, but I had to close it because I saw Kitty trying to get in.
Uh-huh.
But now it's open again. Because I am melting. I'm melting in this room. Okay, I was distracted. Let me get back to the dojo. Title obtained, Panda Woshuka Apprentice. Asked to attain the rank of Rokwa. Rokwa, Path of the Fist. Repeat the Kwata taught by the master.
Yeah, so this is Suki Pandokwan. Shuto, Pandorai,
Okay, Tsuki, Tsuki, Chuto.
Tetsu.
Oh, start over from the beginning. So Tsuki.
Tsuki, Tsukite, Tetsui.
Wait, no. Tsuki, Pandarai.
Suki, Pando Kwan,
Oh, Pendokwan.
Shuto,
Chuto.
Pandarai.
Pandarai.
Begin a Suki and continue, ending with the same movement. Perform a Chuto followed by a Tetsui. Your stream is delayed, so I hope you got that.
Yeah, I did.
Perform a Suki followed by a Tsukite, then a Tetsui, and then a Chuto.
Thank the master humbly as you catch your breath. You have passed the first test. Memorizing these movements and performing them has tested and strengthened your discipline. And you did not give up, which shows your determination. You may now begin the second test. Oh, I remember this one. Go and break that rock with your bare hands.
Yeah, and so we're going to have to put all of our points into strength.
All right.
And hope that that is enough.
Okay, let's reset. Yay, I did it!
Probably over with the strength here in case we didn't have enough strength.
I did it. I broke the rock. Obliterated the rock.
Alright, and so for his question here, we should say that he should hold a duel.
Mm-hmm.
Give it to the winner.
Duel. Okay, start the duel.
And then we just gotta beat up a level 100.
Hello, apprentice. Okay.
Okay, so this quest we can only do one per day. One Once you complete a quest, you have to wait 24 hours. And typically the quest will take some time to do, and so it's not really once a day.
Okay. I got the headband.
So we can continue next weekend if you want.
Yeah, let's do the
now,
continuation.
We have other quests that we can do here, such as the Erdala quest. Or we can continue with the Dofus quest and go do Firefu for the Boxwork Foundry factory.
Pain.
Now, I have my Inu and Panda logged in at the dungeon if you want to do it.
Is this a trap? I feel it trapped.
We don't have to do any challenges.
Okay, let's get this over with. Stupid dungeon. Shields, yay. I still haven't prepared the giveaway.
When are we doing it?
I keep putting it off. Oh, gosh, I have to do it this week.
You have to do it this week?
Because, I mean, I don't have to do it this week. I want to do it. Oh, did you hear like the Twitter news that they're limiting, or they did that, they limit like the number of tweets that you can read? Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
That's a really good way to get a lot of advertising impressions, by the way.
Oh my god. I'm like, I understand why they did it, but this is just horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't go on Twitter that much, but what came over them? I don't even...
Yeah, I don't know. It seemed like a really bad idea.
So I didn't notice.
Company, like your whole thing is like,
yeah, to keep people on your platform.
Yeah.
So it does not make sense. Oh my gosh, I didn't notice. And it was just when I was watching like some YouTube video and like someone like titled their video, "Twitter is dying," something like that, like super clickbaity. And I'm like,
yeah, of course.
And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna fall for it. I need to know. And then like they were like explaining what happened, and I'm like, I didn't notice anything because I don't really use Twitter. Like I log in, I like see what's up, and go away. For the day, I'm done.
Yeah, I read some accounts from people that they pretty much immediately, within 5 minutes, hit the rate or hit the cap.
Oh yeah.
While,
If they're scrolling,
yeah.
if they're just
I opened
scrolling.
up I opened up TweetDeck and like, you know, checked the most recent kind of messages and scroll down a little bit. Have not yet actually hit a rate limit. Uh and so I haven't actually seen it, but I also am not like very aggressively on social media, you know?
Yeah, I don't really participate.
Yeah.
And like if I don't log in on social platforms, it's like I don't have that feeling, oh, I'm missing something. No,
Yeah.
I'm just fine. If they would all implode, I would be just fine.
There is, so I actually wanted to ask you,
Mm.
how do you in, you know, year of our Lord 2023, how do you know what is happening in the world?
Uh,
Right?
I do use the internet more than TV, but I tend to watch the news in the morning.
I
Uh,
don't usually watch cable or like syndicate news. I typically like browse websites for
yeah,
news, right?
I watch the news. I also browse websites because you get like different sort of news that they don't show on TV.
Mhm. I
Yeah.
there's a there's an app called Ground News which like kind of acts as an aggregator, but also like tries to show you news from a bunch of different viewpoints.
Mm.
And so, because like you know, uh, some news is you know beat on really heavily by you know quote unquote one side or whatever, right?
Yeah, I also
Um,
noticed that sometimes I will read about some news from like so and so country, and I'm like, did they talk about this on TV? Like, I don't remember them say anything. Then I will Google it, like in Portuguese, and I'm like, oh, they did talk about it, but it was like not like one of the like top news. It was just like, because like the news will go on for like an hour and a half or more, and sometimes like certain news will be just like a minute.
yeah,
Yeah, like
there's
they
also
brush over, and I'm like, oh, this sounded to me like a bit more important than they like made it seem. Like it was so succinct that like I didn't even notice.
yeah so I tried watching you know a news program by you know Syndicate News a while ago and kind of very quickly remembered what that was like as a kid, you know, because my parents, that's how my parents typically got their, you know, daily news. You turn on the TV. And very quickly was like, oh yeah, this is, you know, they recount these different, you know, things that have happened over the whole country. And I was kind of frustrated because it's like the things that you're telling me about are, you know, this you know 1,000 people village out in the countryside getting flooded,
Mm-hmm.
which is like okay, I get like that's it's not really this isn't really national news and nor is it really local news because I've never heard of this place in my life, right? So I have a hard time like kind of like that's not something that like affects me, whereas like you know student loan thing that affects not me but my girlfriend, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like okay, so that's so you know I would prefer to have a you know have something that tells me about that kind of and have that accessible and like be able to easily get that sort of news without getting bogged down in the like in the news that's just designed to like make you feel bad. Really, you know? Like, oh no, look at, you know, these people's, you know, houses who, you know, it's flooded, it's so bad. It's very like emotional, right? And, but it's like I don't. There's, you know, I have once again never heard of this place in my life, and I don't really have anything that I can do with this information. Right? It's not useful in terms of like being informed about the world.
It depends. Like, I feel like when on the news there's a mix. There's
the
they
news
give
is
you.
also. Sorry, I'll let you continue. But
I feel like
but
there's a mix. Oh no, you first. Okay, finish your
yeah,
your
let
thought.
me finish my thought. But like the, you know, news, you know, TV news also often like, you know, they get people hooked and like they keep people interested by overstating the problems, right? And they also have a really big problem with presenting problems uncritically, uh, or presenting, you know, interviewing people uncritically. Uh, and when I was in, this actually happened to me in elementary school. I won a science, you know, state science competition,
Mm.
and a reporter came and interviewed me for, you know, how I went about, you know, building my model airplane that won the state competition. And then when she, you know, when the thing was actually published, she got like really basic aspects of it just totally wrong.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, I talked to my parents about it, and they're like, yeah, that can happen when you don't, when, you know, when the person reporting is not an expert in their field, and most of the time they're not, and they, you know, get their notes, you know, they take bad notes and they kind of just get it wrong. I have the wrong pet on this whole time with my panda. And so it's hard to trust news that's being reported by random people who aren't, you know, experts or even particularly knowledgeable in their fields, in the fields that they're reporting on, right? And I would like to have a way of obtaining news that like is both relevant and, you know, discussed by people well informed, right? And it's also difficult. It's really difficult to trust that the people that are being interviewed, you know, they all have an agenda, right? They all, you know, have something that they want to communicate with the viewer, and, you know, like impress upon them. And sometimes that their, you know, their motives are not good, right? It's not kind of like a you know, it's not purely benevolent, right? And I'm not trying to be like a conspiracy theorist here, but like, you know, if you know, somebody from the Trump administration is giving an interview, you know, they've probably got a message that they're trying to communicate. You know, they're trying to absolve themselves of the latest scandal or whatever, right?
Yeah, I'm not with them. I'm not.
Yeah. And it's like, you know, don't give these people the like the platform, right? But these news organizations are perfectly happy to do exactly that. You know, because like,
because
you know,
it
again,
sells. Yeah.
scandal, you know, scandal gets people engaged, and they keep checking back, and they're really concerned about the state of the world. You know. Anyways, sorry. The rest of that thought.
What I
If I haven't
was
derailed you too badly, what were you gonna
no,
say?
I was going to say that I feel like at least news here are a bit of a mix. You have news like at a national level. You have like more like news or like, for example, like the in June, like I think yeah, it was June. There was like huge, like really huge storms, like that destroyed a lot of crops. That like it was like really bad. It was in just a certain area of the country. Like it wasn't all over the country. But it's like this happens every year.
And it's really breathlessly reported, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's like just the forest fires, and I'm like, same as the flooding. Like every year there's floods. The thing, it's like it's is that as you say, like they make it like very emotional, but then the underlying problems are never really addressed, or even if they're addressed, there's nothing anyone is doing to fix them, like the forest fires, for example, or the floods in certain areas of the country. And I'm like I look at their complaints and I'm like, why did you build houses in like the flood area? Like, you know, the river will flood when it rains in certain time of the year. Why would you build there? This is your fault, clearly, but you're complaining. Like, why would you like even allow buildings there? Because the river will overflow. It does. It always has done that. It's and I'm like, I don't feel sorry for these people.
Yeah.
Why would you build there? No.
I mean, there are. I mean, there is the like, every year this happens. Every year there's some disaster where some it gets a little bit higher than usual, and now somebody's houses are getting washed away, and it's like, yes, that's very sad, but also I want to. This is like this is the fluff that I don't care about being that well informed about.
It's like,
And news organizations they don't care about differentiating that for me, right?
I mean,
They
I wouldn't mind
want,
being informed of it. I would just liked if that news would
I mean,
serve
so
to
that so that's the sort.
fix the problems, but it doesn't. It doesn't
Yeah,
fix
but
anything.
that's the sort of like, so that news is, I don't care that much about being that not that informed about. I do care when it's like a dam has failed and now a whole community down, below the dam is going to be washed away, right? That's like, especially, I live in California where we have significant water related problems,
Mm-hmm.
right? And if a dam fails, that means there's no reservoir, and that means everybody else downhill from that dam is no longer going to be getting the water from that reservoir. And that's something that can have, impacts a decade down the road, right? That's much longer term. That's much bigger scale. That's, you know, capital I, important to be informed about. Whereas, somebody builds their house too close to a river, it'll get rebuilt. It's not like something that's going to affect the overall like livability of California, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, I want a way of finding out about those important things. The Supreme Court this week ruled that people can discriminate uh, against those seeking services, goods and services, based on religion. And so, if you think you can refuse service to gay people if you don't want to serve gay people, if that is against your religion, in air quotes, right?
Uh-huh. Okay.
Which
If
can
that's against your religion, like that's that opens like this huge Pandora box.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It sure
Because
does.
every religion now will refuse stuff because it will go against their religious beliefs.
Well, so in the case of, a minority that's being targeted like this, you can end up with very bad problems for that minority, such as them not being able to obtain food or housing, right? And like there was also another decision about the college admissions aren't allowed to uh, do something called affirmative action, which is basically trying to compensate for racial biases in standardized testing and
Oh yeah, I
stuff
know,
like
I
that.
know, I know what it is. It's like, yeah, I only found out about that recently, like here a few years ago, and I'm like, really? I didn't understand. It, I feel like it's a very American thing. I don't know. I don't. I understand why you have it because of certain events in American history. It's just that the fact that you need to have something like that.
Well, so doing something about it is probably better than doing nothing about it,
Yeah.
right? And the I've actually heard, and we're going to pick on the French a little bit here, but I've heard that the French pretend or like to say that they are better about racism
Oh.
because they do not acknowledge that racism in French society
Oh
exists.
my God, French. They're. Oh my gosh.
That's like the other end of the spectrum,
They
though, right?
should not fucking talk. Oh my God. Holy shit.
That's the other end of the spectrum, right?
I
And that
don't. Oh, yeah. Oh my God. I don't know if you heard the latest news about France. Do
I
you
saw
know?
some
Do you know the
news about.
riots?
Yeah,
They're
I've seen.
going on right now.
They've been going on for a while.
No, but
Like
the other day,
they
a police officer shot
shot a teenager,
a
right?
teenager because they
Yeah.
didn't stop when asked to stop. They didn't
Hmm.
stop, and the police officer shot and killed them. And I'm like, okay, was that needed? You know, and
Yeah, yeah,
now
yeah.
people are absolutely pissed off. They're just not
Yeah, I
having it.
believe it. I believe it.
They're not having it. And like they're not just racist, they're like so xenophobic. Oh my gosh. It and I can only speak for Portuguese people because
Hmm.
there was a lot of immigration from Portugal to France in the 50s, 60s, and a lot of my family and like people related to me immigrated to France.
Hmm.
Oh my gosh. And there was so much mistreatment of Portuguese people, and they're only like still seen as like um, low class like
Yep.
people in
Yeah.
France.
And so, like that's the other side of that spectrum, right? And I think that America doesn't do it perfectly by any means, and we definitely talk about our problems a lot more than other
What I like
countries.
about America more than Europe is that you actually talk about it.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And
You
so people do tend to point at America and going, "You guys look at how fucked up your country is." And it's like, well, yeah,
it's
because we're talking about it and we're making a big deal about it.
you talk about it, but then sometimes you have like the most extreme reactions to things.
You're breaking up.
I am saying, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. What I was saying is that you talk about it, but you have the most extreme reactions to things on both sides. And I'm like, wow, people chill a
I
bit.
don't I
And I
don't know that
feel,
like the left has that extreme
oh my
reactions.
gosh. I've
Okay, what?
seen, I've
Please,
seen.
please
I can't,
elucidate
I
me here.
can't, I can't give you an example, but sometimes I will hear like, I feel like people have been so ostracized, so oppressed that they will in turn act like the oppressor, and I'm like, okay, if the other side would say something like this, there would be outrage. I'm sometimes I feel like I can't differentiate the language of one side and the other, and
So okay,
I'm
so
like okay, guys, you can resolve this. You can talk this over. This is what I like about America, is that you talk about the issues. Like, you don't brush them over like it doesn't exist. This is what I
so
like.
something that I have seen, because I was raised in a very conservative household,
Mm.
uh, is that conservative media loves to invent straw men and loves to cherry pick,
Mm.
someone having a really bad day and hold it up as a systemic problem.
It's like
On
it's
the other side,
the
the
tree for
left,
the forest.
well, they turn a tree into a forest.
If yeah, they see the tree for the forest. Yeah, I see what you mean. But I
When it isn't necessarily, it's like a tree in an open field, right?
it's just
And on the other side, it's like, no, okay, we have quantifiable evidence
uh,
that there are a lot of right-wing people who are going around murdering people
oh my gosh.
for, like, the I saw something the other day about, like, some statistics about like, people being confronted in bathrooms for being trans, and the overwhelming majority of people being confronted in bathrooms for, like, massively overwhelming majority, people being confronted in bathrooms for being trans are cis. They just, like, don't conform to gender roles enough, like, closely enough, or
Mm-hmm.
aren't wearing makeup or whatever, or they're just like a short dude, like
I can't.
like what?
That discussion is so. Sometimes I'm when I when I like watch a video or read an article about that, I'm like, that discussion sometimes gets so ridiculous that I'm almost want them to make a bunch of different bathrooms, because I feel like people would be would not have to look at each other. I feel like
So
that's what
I
they want.
actually,
I feel like that's what they want. Okay, so you don't want to see anyone, so you want your individual bathroom. I don't know.
yeah, I mean, so single occupancy bathrooms would be kind of nice, but it also is a lot more space. It's a lot larger footprint, and
Mm,
space is always at a premium.
yeah, that's
At
right.
my work, back in 2001, I believe, someone came out as trans,
Hmm.
and I'm not 97 years old, so this was before my time. Uh, but she came out as trans, and she said, my pronouns are she, her, please refer to me as such and such, and uh, if you have any questions, I'm available to. And the HR put her up in front of, like, a conference room full of people to explain this to them, because it was, like, not as well known at the time. And I think that this was a really bad idea for a lot of reasons, but she agreed to go along with it, much to her later chagrin, because she became known as the trans person, and everyone would constantly out her because it was, like, something that had been discussed in the open. And it was like, she constantly had the kind of microaggressions of people thinking that she's an abomination and not wanting to work with her and so on, because she'd very publicly come out. Um, but, like, the solution, after she had given her little spiel, HR had her leave the room and then got up and said, "All right, so now you can ask us, HR, the questions that you didn't feel comfortable asking, you know, the person who just came out. And they kind of had a riot on their hands.
That, oh my
And
god, that was so poorly handled.
unbelievably poorly handled. And as a result, HR ended up going to the person who came out and said, would you be okay with, you know, using single occupancy restrooms rather than, the multiple occupancy restrooms if we were to set them up? And she said, yeah, that's fine.
Actually,
She
maybe
just
that
wanted
would
to like keep
be
the peace.
safer for her. I feel
It
like
probably would be
safer for her.
but also like it's
Because
very
the others, I'd feel like they would maybe go be really aggressive.
in terms of like having a work environment that feels welcoming of her. It's very bad though, because every time she goes to the bathroom, she's like, all right, I have to go find a single occupancy bathroom because otherwise people are going to be really upset. Right? And so that kind of makes a hostile work environment for her and made a hostile work environment for her until she retired a few years ago.
Oh my god, that must have been like hellish every
And
single day.
the reason that she retired when she did, she was not, she was good to keep working, but her doctor told her the physical toll that working at this company that it's taking on your health is going to send you to an early grave.
It
You
must have
have to
been
get
so
out of there.
stressful. Yeah, it must have been super stressful.
And so I don't think that single occupancy restrooms are really the solution, right?
If there's any, because I feel like it will be a never ending issue. I've, at this point in history, let's call it that, it's still like in the conflict phase. I feel it
Yeah.
will take like
You know,
a much
American
longer.
conservatives American conservatives don't get on people's cases for, being in a, well, generally this does happen, but being in an interracial relationship.
What?
What? Interracial relationships, like a black person dating a
Still?
white person, were illegal
Oh, I know they were illegal, but
until pretty recently. And
seriously?
I mean, pretty recently being like the last 50 years or something.
Yeah, it's kind of recent history. Yeah, 50 years. Yeah.
There are people alive who
Remember?
were
Yeah.
who were not allowed to get married because, or who got married very soon after that and kind of were at the forefront of, bearing society's,
Being like,
disagreements
it's like
over.
it's like they were pioneers. Like
Yeah.
we're suffering now so that you 50 years from now won't be looked down on.
Yeah.
See,
And like
yeah.
I saw some statistics saying something like 80% of uh like people in this country are okay with same-sex relationships at this point, which is,
Mm-hmm.
by the way, why they're coming for trans people now, because trans people enjoy less
It's the
overall approval.
next
It's not as like widely accepted, and so they can like drive a wedge, and they're trying to do LGB without the T, and like
uh
trying to divide communities and so on. And
it's
to
the
their
next
credit,
target. It's
the
the next
LGB
target, yeah.
folks are going like, "Oh, you think I'm an idiot?" And because if I throw the trans people under the bus, then you're just gonna come for us next. Like you don't actually like us.
Yeah, you
You just
just
want to use us.
yeah, I see
You
I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Like
um,
the thing is that like I don't know if it's because America like are more like outspoken about those issues, but I don't see the same thing here in Portugal. I just don't see it. I don't know if people are just more quiet
I mean,
about it,
so
mind their own
Portugal.
business.
Well, so Europe is largely homogenous, right? There are fewer. America has had immigrants from all over the place, and we have large Asian, South American, Central American,
No, Portugal
European,
has
African.
immigrants from all over the place, and Portugal is also a country, like a people that also immigrates to all over the place. So I feel like sometimes,
I
yeah,
need to look up your demographics 'cause I haven't actually.
sometimes I read about like how immigrants are viewed in the US. I never had a bad connotation of the word immigrant, but like hearing like more like news from the US, it has like a really bad connotation that it doesn't have in Portugal.
Uh, I see some statistics here that say 94% of the population is quote unquote Portuguese. Brazilians, blacks, mixed race, and other Europeans each represent about 1.2% of the total population.
Well, if
And
oh my god, Kitty.
and that's that I think that statistic I think is misleading
It's misleading.
because like the Moors from Africa came and settled in the southern Iberian Peninsula, and so I'm sure that there's Moorish ancestry in a lot of
It's
people.
misleading because Portugal as a people is very mixed. You would say like the biggest part of our DNA is Iberian, but then there's everything in it because the area that is now Portugal was colonized and like conquered by a bunch of different peoples. Like, oh my gosh, a ton.
The whole Iberian Peninsula
Yeah.
changed hands several times.
Yeah, like the biggest there chunks of where we like the invaders controlled, so the Romans for about 800 years and the Moors for about another 800 years. But there like in the meantime there were so many invaders, like Germanic like
breaking up.
I was saying that in the meantime there were like so many other invaders, like a bunch of Germanic tribes invaded. Oh my god, it's like it's I don't even remember all of their names because they were a shitload. So like you can imagine there was a lot of mixing. There was like so many different peoples in that make up our heritage. So it's like, and then it will say Portuguese, but Portuguese as a nationality.
Yeah.
So
like, I'm looking on the
you'll have
10 million people Portugal, 5 million Brazil, 2 million France, 1.4 million United States Portuguese ancestry.
So yeah,
But what that means is just
so there's a lot of people. Yeah, I feel like going back to the trans thing. I don't see that like the same the same issues. Like I would have to research more. For example, the other day I was actually really well impressed. So there was like a trans woman, and she had a lot of mental problems, and she killed her mother, and it was on TV. Not once they misgendered her. Like they always treat her even like they talked about like her mental illness, like why things came like to the end that they came, but never once they misgendered her or talked about her being trans as being the problem, like, for what she did. And I was like, wow, I'm actually really well impressed, because I'm used to news from the US, like, on this subject. And so hearing that, like, person was actually being talked about respectfully kind of impressed me.
I think so, you know, obviously the kind of American right wing has gotten really rancid about the thing, you know, about advocating for genocide.
Oh
Right?
my gosh.
They are increasingly embracing fascism, and if they obtain power, then, you know, they would absolutely, you know, try to enact a genocide. And so that very much needs to not happen. You know, we see the template in Florida right now. They have tried to, you know, make it so that trans people can't obtain health care. You know, they are kicking immigrants out of the state, you know, etc.
World
And
is so
I think
weird.
kind of the, you know, the progenitor of a lot of these issues is how, you know, we fought a very bloody civil war over it, and then the issues were not, you know, the reconstruction of the country got essentially flopped after Lincoln was assassinated. And so there was no real reckoning of, no, you're not allowed to own people, and you know, the consequences for, you know, implementing Jim Crow laws and you know, racist policies was not enforced, right? And so in, you know, slavery, you know, the early versions of police forces in America, their roots are in slave catcher organizations.
Oh my god. Really?
Yeah, it's true. And that, you know, shows in how police forces can be very racist, because the the culture of those police forces has for many years been self-reinforcing, right?
Oh my god, United States. It's just, it's not like we're like beacons of perfection. Far from it. It's just that, like,
We wear all of our plot
oh
problems
my,
right on our sleeve.
exactly. You guys do not hide anything.
And in some ways that's necessary for a strong democracy.
I feel
Right?
that right now it's when things are changing. Like, it's gonna
We're on
take,
yeah,
yeah,
we're
it's
on
gonna
the
take
cusp.
decades. Like, let's be honest, it's gonna take decades probably. But it's like this time right now where things like are like about to like go through a big societal change.
Yeah, we've reached the point in the history books where the history teacher will inevitably eventually
Look
say,
back
"All right,
on
so
important events.
now we're getting to the interesting part,"
Yeah, like
which is like, "Oh no."
it's the, like, when the important events that led to so and so happened, for example.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really interesting. See, I feel
Okay, should we
like
do this, boss?
eventually everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. It's just
Yeah.
we're going through the rough times, or
Yeah.
right now. We're witnessing. Okay, we should do this dungeon. I'm gonna stop procrastinating. I'm gonna stop leading you on,
Yeah,
unless
yeah, yeah.
unless
We've
like,
been
it's my
we
fault.
can't
It's
let
my
it
fault.
intimidate us.
It's Yeah, I don't like this dungeon.
We can't let it intimidate us. Let's
Oh
go.
my god.
All right. Now my all right.
I completely forgot how this works. We have to put all the candles out, right? Yeah, okay.
Yes.
All right.
We have to put the candles out. We have to pick up water from the ground and put out the candles.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, all right. Bup, 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 bup. Unfortunately, we only got one thing of water.
I really don't like how they made this dungeon overly complicated, especially at this level.
Yeah, it is pretty.
It's like just overkill. Like, what the heck is all of this?
Yeah. We might be able to do faint-hearted, although I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like, worry too much. There's
There's no water currently on the field. My Forgelance already picked up some water and put out a flare.
what the heck? Okay.
So I would move somewhere over here.
Okay.
Perhaps, and yeah, you have shields. So like, we want to spread out somewhat so that we can go get the water when it shows up. You know.
All right. I thought it would appear every turn.
It does appear every turn, but we only had one show up this turn.
Oh, no, I mean, every turn, like every character's turn.
Oh, every player's turn? No.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right, then. It's fine.
Let's see.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Kitty was trying to get in
Go
again.
long.
Kitty already made like 2 attempts to get in. They both were foiled.
Funny. Okay, so those are kind of inconvenient.
Oh, how did I get there? I was looking at the window.
I told you to go long and you went long. I threw you with my panda.
Okay. Oh, there's 2 waters now. Poof.
Yeah, Funaroshi gets more powerful as we hit his stuff.
I wish they would review this dungeon again. Yeah, there's no way I can get to there.
Yeah, no, don't worry about that. I would. I'm going to throw my Forge Lance at that one,
Okay.
and so she'll pick it up and then put out that flare next turn. And so I would focus on getting to a safe spot right now, which is probably over there.
Go, Pandy. Yay.
Turn on creature mode on my panda. Got too many casts. Okay, so where do we have water? We've got water. 2 over there. Let's see. Alright, my panda has become a tofu.
Yeah, go tofu panda. Okay, so Inu has the water.
Yep. And she will get this one next turn, I think.
I don't have any MP. What the hell?
Why do you not have any MP? From the sticky mortar shell, you have gravity. Yeah. So we are gonna...
Nice. You can still... Oh, no, never mind. Oh, nice. That spell is nice.
Alright, so...
Nice.
Oops.
Oops. Poor Inu.
She'll be alright. Let's see. Ah, oh, fuck.
You didn't mean to...
I was gonna Vivacity, but I have Gravity.
Ah, okay. Oh, yeah, you do.
Alright, I think I can... So can you grab this one and put out this one? Or perhaps put out this one? Do you have Kirya? Can you get there?
I have Balestra.
Okay. Great.
Okay, so we have 3 lit.
Are we gonna...
Now we have 2 lit. And 1.
Yep. Now we just need to get this one.
2 Inu. Inu will do it, right?
Yeah, Inu should be able to do it. Assuming
Yay.
she has some fucking MP.
Oh my god. 1 MP!
She has acceleration back though.
Oh, okay. So. That's great. Oops.
No, that was deliberate.
Get in there.
Yeah.
Go, little Inu. Yay!
Alright, so there we go. I'm gonna...
So it starts on Furunoshi's turn?
Yep.
Oh, I'm out of water.
Okay, so...
I am melting so much.
Oh no. Remove your ability to dodge. Yeah, that's fine. Okay,
It
so
goes
now
in
he's invisible. Yep. It's fine.
I forgot about this. Oh my gosh. I hate this dungeon. This is
fine,
just so
it's fine.
dumb.
We just need to beat these guys up, you know?
And like people complain so much about it and they're like, no, we're just gonna keep everything as is.
Incredible. Oh my god, why'd that hurt so much?
Do they have some kind of reflect? Hi, Prince Mundi. I kind of like this dungeon, and I kind of didn't. I hate it. It's horrible.
I think this is the #1 dungeon that Misai complains about.
Because it's a dungeon where
now
you
if
have
you
to
are
think
able
about
to
what
finish
you're
this one.
doing while you are still a level. I feel like it's needlessly difficult. I don't understand why they would do this.
So this one is what, 140?
Yeah, 140. They could keep some of the strategy, like they could reduce the number of flares, for example.
So consider for a moment, however, that Kimbo is only 160.
Yeah.
Kimbo's also got
Super
a lot going on.
super annoying.
And
yeah.
it's very easy to
End
have
up
to reset.
Yeah, end up on the wrong cell. Yeah, that's true. I feel like they could keep the same concept, but like have less candles, for example, or have the candles be put out for longer. I don't know. It's just ridiculous. See, this candle already lit up. Or maybe only have Furunoshi as invulnerable, not the rest of the mob. I feel like it's just a little too much.
Didn't quite get it.
I found out the candles came back the hard way. I feel like it's like they don't want players to actually do any of the dungeons. Why come up with things that people don't want to do?
Alright, well, Funoroshi's mostly dead now.
Mostly dead.
Unfortunately, that also means he's partly alive.
Oh my god. Oh, I love that movie.
Are you able to get to him? Are you able to...
I can't jump.
Okay.
Yeah, I cannot. Maybe I can throw my lance of the lake at them.
Maybe. I know you have certain no line of sight things, right? It's so close. Hey, all right, you got it. And yeah, you do have to do this dungeon for Turquoise, Prince Sumundi.
Ah! It's a little too late.
Okay. Hey, Misai.
Hmm?
We did it.
Yeah, we did it.
Oh, and I got a signal carrier.
Oh, what did you get?
The Rictus.
Oh, the Rictus Archer. Nice, congrats.
I don't know why that came from here, but okay.
Apparently you can drop it here, now you know.
So do not click leave the Fuwer Foundry.
I didn't. Order him to stop the sabotage.
Someone sent me a message that says Caray troppo compañero.
Hmm?
Someone saying
uh,
dude, you dropped the companion.
Oh, compañero. Oh, you can paste it to me. Paste it. Let me read it.
Here, I'll put it in chat here.
Carai, você dropou companheiro. Oh my god, he's Brazilian.
My pronunciation, I'm sure, was atrocious.
And I'm like, when you said I can only understand compañero, and I'm like, okay.
No, I mean, I got dropo compañero.
Oh, dropo.
I don't know, carai, vote.
I'm actually doing like
We'll
my best Brazilian accent. Okay? Because we don't say like things like carai. We say other words similar to carai, but not exactly that. And you can tell right away that this person is Brazilian by the way they talk. Yeah, so yeah, that person said, it's like, what the fuck, you dropped the sidekick. But it basically translates to that.
Drop rate?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't see it in the drop table.
Maybe it's not available, like they don't tell you. So, who do you want to choose? Furonoshi? Or... Decide to meet the fire spirit with
I always choose him to go meet the fire spirit.
Furonoshi?
Yeah.
Okay. Choose him to meet the fire spirit.
I think it's important for the pandas to realize that the indigenous people have rights.
Good on. Really, you've made the right choice. The great flaming one will be delighted. We've done everything to please him. I made the best food works for the occasion. Meet us in the front of the sanctuary for the big finish.
He says, let's see if I can pronounce this. Petre un grupo aquí VLW, which I think means thank you.
Valeu. Oh, valeu. It does not translate as thank you, but it's the same meaning.
Okay, leave the foundry.
I love how Spanish players and Brazilian players just assume that you understand them. It's so funny. Yeah. I love that.
This person actually
in French are the same.
One of my characters.
Which character?
Before the fight. Let's see. Looks like my Forgelance. He messaged my Forgelance. I just did not see it or respond because we were talking about, racism. And it turns out, yeah, he when we finally volmed everything, he started watching About Then.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so he's just watching for a couple minutes. Hoping that we would fail, because that's how people who are waiting for a group or like hoping to find a group do it. They hope that you'll fail and then recruit them to save the day.
Ah,
right?
Okay. Or understood. That's funny.
I'm just going to send him a smiley on my Inu. Because I don't know how to write Portuguese.
It's alright.
Alright, let's see. You are... I actually untracked Lunar Festival because we were doing this other stuff the other time.
Oh, you can teleport to me.
Yeah, I'm here now. So we have to use the mortar as in our quest items? Yeah.
True! So pretty! So pretty!
Go to the fire sanctuary. I'm going to just sign in on
so
my
pretty!
Panda and Inu.
This scene is really pretty. Look at this.
Yeah, this is cool.
So lovely. Bow respectfully before the fire spirit.
Check in with Azulan. Oh man.
Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get some water.
Sure.
Okay, I am back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. All right.
You can teleport to me if you would like.
All right, let me teleport. Doo-doo.
I'm running back to talk to the Damia.
Damia. So now I am at 4,700 treasure chests. Not bad, right?
You're making good progress. I still, you know, when you eventually finish, you're going to have to get gear for your characters, for your other characters.
I want to get...
Because they have all at least experienced a minor rework since you last updated. Most have experienced a total rework.
I'm my poor characters. I want to get the rest of the stuff for Panda.
Yeah. The Agi set should work really well for your team, especially playing ranged.
Yeah, I've been trying
Eni has in this next
Agi.
patch has more ranged ability than it did before. And so that's exciting for your team as well.
Yep. Nice.
That is, they before they had agility for ranged, but it was kind of pretty so-so. It didn't have a lot of good options.
I did use the agility spells. I used them a lot actually. Because of the healing, I could just hit stuff from the distance, stay near my other characters, and heal them. I like that aspect of Eni.
You didn't have very much. You didn't have like a good AOE. You couldn't use spells very many times. You didn't have very much projection of like, map control and like moving stuff around and so on.
Yeah, ENI
And
doesn't really have that. Like ENI can push,
there's a little bit more of that now. There's
and it could
better.
switch as well.
There's better, like, your spells. You can actually be more effective at range now with how they've laid the spells out. And you can be much more effective in CC if you're playing a chance set. I do think that you want to go mono now, though.
Are they?
Use
Are
case
like?
for going
I feel
duo
like they're
is
aiming for
reduced.
that to
I
force
think that they
people
have been aiming
into.
for mono for their reworks in a big way
I
for the last several years.
I dislike it.
I think that it is.
I feel like it's really limiting. I really don't like that.
It is kind of limiting.
It's because it's made for PvP. Like in PvP, I understand why you would want like a mono build, and it really annoys me for PVM because in PVM you have like such a huge range of things and like limited amounts of money. So like I bet a lot of people have a bunch of different sets, but I'm not like that. I want a set that I can use for a bunch of different things. Don't make me choose. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm on a huge rant and nobody's listening.
I think I'm getting most. I can the parts that I'm not hearing. I can insinuate.
You can infer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like to use a lot of the spells. Like if I have all of these spells, I want to be able to use them. Let me use the spells. Why are you limiting me?
Yeah, the way that they are laying out spell variants nowadays is instead of having like 3 or 4 elemental spells for a element, and then a whole bunch of like utilities, and then a bunch of like non primary element spells that like might have some extra useful niche effect on them. They are now designing it so that you choose your spells between if you choose int, then the variants for the int spells are going to be, chance, or there will be a mix of chance and agility and so on.
That
spells.
Annoys me.
And so you're going to end up with like 6 or 7 primary element spells on your bar, and there's only going to be a small handful. Like, if I look at my Forgelance spell bar right now, I have 6 primary element spells, and I'm going to have a 7th soon. When eventually I hit 195, give me back Noah, you monsters.
I actually still haven't tried any. There's a few.
Then there's a few like best element damage spells that we get. Uni also has a few best element damage spells. And then I have, a couple utility spells of other elements. A chance and fire and strength, but there's only like 2 or 3 of each of them, right? Not really enough to warrant specifically putting a bunch of points into, making that build happen, right? And this is kind of good for a few different reasons, because you end up I think that this is actually good design for a few different reasons, because you end up being able to, as in comma, design for a build and make sure that that build is able to do the things that sort of gameplay style, that they want that sort of gameplay style to be able to achieve in the game. And then they have, 4 of these. They've got one for each element. And, maybe if you're like Sedita or something, you have 2 element. You've got a couple different duo element builds that are interesting. But for the most part, you have kind of per class, you have 4 subclasses.
Oh my god, an intruder. Okay.
The little vandal show
You
up.
can see the kitty.
Yeah, I'm on a
And
little
then
bit of a
kitty
delay.
is going away.
What a cutie.
Yes, she is. She thinks she's gonna go run free, but no.
Why don't you just let her run around the room?
Because I don't want it to get tangled in all of the wires.
Fair enough.
Because my other cat did that. And these guys won't stay still. They destroyed all of the plants. They will kick everything that moves or not. Yeah, she doesn't want to stay here. No, you're going back. You're going back. Okay, I'll be right back.
So I think it's kind of good that they have these different builds that they're specifically thinking of and designing for, the class to, for instance, the class to be able to accomplish the different things in game that you need to be able to do in order to beat some of these hard quest fights. Right? And I think that overall kind of makes the game better.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, I was talking when I thought you still had your headphones on when you got up.
Oh no.
Let me reiterate. I think that it is a good thing that they are designing essentially 4 subclasses per class and making sure that those subclasses cover the various different things that class needs to be able to do in order to succeed at the various different quest fights and dungeons in the game. And so, I think that reducing the problems, it helps to reduce the problem space for them, and it also kind of gives a more cohesive gameplay experience to the people actually playing the class. Whereas before it was like, well, why would I ever use this sort of ability, because it doesn't make sense with my gameplay style, and as a result, I'm very strong in these kind of niches, but don't have the breadth of mechanics required to complete some of these fights. As a craw, I struggled a lot with some of the CC fights in the game, especially when I was poor and didn't have, all the different dofuses and so on. And you're doing the Ivory quest line, and you come across a CC fight, and it's like, well, sure would be nice to have an Ivory here. Right.
Actually, I was meaning to ask because I still haven't tried ENG. I'm just dreading ENG. What is the best element for healing? Like, how is the healing on ENG?
For just straight up healing?
I don't know if they're keeping
healing or indirect healing.
Pues, exactly, that's what I want to ask, because I don't know if they're keeping that. Like Chance and Agility both had indirect healing.
Chance and Agility still have indirect healing. They do have some direct healing options that I think are somewhat bursty but stronger than the old options. The old options were kind of so-so. It would take several turns to really kick in with regen word and so on, right? And I think they have more kind of emergency heals now. Although that emergency can't last too long because you'll run out of cooldowns,
I feel like it's gonna take me a while to adjust to ENG.
Also, if you have the quest Balance of Power, teleport to me and I will trade you the stuff that you need to craft.
Oh, I already crafted a...
So intelligence seems like it is much more burst oriented, although the direct healing is quite strong.
I was wondering if I would keep being Chance Agility or just try something different.
I would probably do a mono build, and with your group, I would do a agility build because you prefer to play range. Um, the well, so the way that you're playing is kind of at odds with itself. Because you are playing, your Inu is doing MP red, right? Your panda can tank, but you don't want to play it as a tank because
No.
you have a Sacrier.
I
And
want
so
to do a bunch of damage with Panda from a distance.
And so if you're playing from a distance, you want to either play intelligence, most likely, or agility. You want to, with Sacrier, largely be CC. I found a spirit here. Hold on. Do you see the spirit here?
No. What spirit?
There's a spirit here called Kokemono. Let's see, which spirit is this? I'm looking on the Find Your Spirits page. Once you talk to him, you'll start a fight against 2 level 130 clever Kozarus. Win the fight to complete this step. Yeah, you have to have a...
What do you need to see the spirit?
You have to currently be a monkey. And then you go wander around Erdala. It shows up on a random map.
Oh, I think I walked past the spirit on another map.
Okay.
But won't you stop being a
to...
monkey?
You may stop being a monkey. I'm not sure.
Okay, I'm one map down.
I'm going to do the fight anyways because I brought enough materials to make a second offering. I have enough materials that I could make you a second offering as well. Or that you could make yourself a second offering, I guess.
I'm gonna just watch your fight. Spectate. Oh, is invisible?
Yep.
I did this on Sacred, but I no longer remember.
Yeah.
I might I have an int set for Eni. I might try my current set and that one and see what I like.
Broke up a little bit.
I'm saying I have an int set for my Eni. I might try that set and also try the one that I have now and see what I...
On Panda? Or on Eni?
No, on Eni. See what I like.
Yeah, I feel like you're probably going to. Yeah, I am not a.
Yeah, you have to
Take it out of
go
the transformation.
become a monkey to do the.
Yeah. I'm gonna go get another one.
Okay, I'll just wait here, and you can teleport.
Okay. I think that the way that you tend to play, I think you're going to want to play agility.
Yeah, I do like being at like a bit more at the distance with my other
And then I think
characters.
you want your sack to generally kind of be fighting things in CC,
In
right?
CC, yeah. And then the other ones will do stuff more from a distance.
The problem that you might run into with that is your sack might take too much damage
Too
in
much
the harder
damage, right?
fight. Yeah. Um, and then your Eni would struggle to support. Wait, what?
What is it?
Despite hold on. Despite having all the necessary ingredients, you don't meet the criteria to make that item.
Isn't it not grind?
I think maybe I just go back up.
Oh,
To the...
maybe you just need to go and pray like to the thingy.
Yeah, I think maybe you just have...
Maybe you still have it. I
I
don't know.
don't seem to still have it in my inventory, but I think they might have made it so that you don't have to transform if you haven't completed the quest. You can just turn back into your monkey.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see the item. I thought maybe you would need to make it again.
I don't seem to... Well,
Is
maybe I
it?
don't need to be a monkey.
Maybe you don't?
Can I talk to Tenroa? Let's see. Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Can you join me?
you can still talk? Yeah, I can join. Okay.
Yeah, we'll see if this looks like quite the brawl. Good luck.
It's funny how like the big one has like really big shields, like, and the tiny ones like tiny shields. I feel like I'm gonna be a bit all over the place with Eni, but we'll see.
Yeah, I would. I don't know. Int actually has some range modifiable spells now, so Int might be good. Int can also do a good chunk of damage.
God, the way he runs is so funny.
I think Eni's damage potential is not amazing. It's not going to break any world records or whatever. But I think it felt comparatively strong to live on the beta.
I don't know if they made changes because I haven't tried beta, so I have no idea if they made any changes. Forgelance is also gonna have some changes, right? This update.
No.
And I feel like Eni won't be like this. People will certainly find some.
Like what?
I'm saying that Eni will probably not stay like this. People will certainly find some like really crazy way of doing damage with whatever spells or spell. And they're gonna be like, let's nerf this.
Time to neuter. We made ENG too good.
Like the same with Forgelance, like they always do this.
It's really hard to anticipate. I mean, so they're designing for multiple game modes, they're designing multiple specs, their itemization system's really complicated. Just kind of the problem space that they have created for themselves is large and complex. And so it's really difficult to do game balance, right?
Yeah.
The game is just large and complex and really challenging for them to make sure that it's kind of fair for all the different specs and such that you might want to play.
Tenroa is just so funny looking. I love the design.
I love the goggles.
Yeah, it's so good. I really like. Ooh.
I don't have any sound on, so I don't hear sound effects from these guys.
They're going like, ooh.
Just these headphones.
Ha.
So I think that we have to do the Wind Dojo very shortly. Do we want to try to duo it?
Sure.
I think it'll be fine. Wind Dojo is not too hard.
In comparison to Furonoshi.
Yeah.
Smack. So, remember the other day when I was doing treasure hunts and the variant of leek pie, burnt pie, stopped working?
It stopped working.
Yeah, like I would hit the chest, but nothing would happen.
Huh.
So, I think I figured out why.
What happened?
So during those fights, I was wearing the backpack.
Sorry, you were wearing what?
The backpack, because I was overloaded because I harvested a lot of resources. So I took off my cape and equipped a backpack, and I'm like, I was like trying to figure out why it didn't work. So I took out the backpack and equipped a cape, and during that fight everything was okay. Like the spell worked. So I'm like, is it this specific backpack or is it all backpacks? So I put on the Cowet backpack. And same thing.
I wonder if it's because it changed the damage type of burnt pie to like neutral damage or something.
But it should not matter.
Yeah, it shouldn't, but
It shouldn't.
it seems like it does.
Do you, even if it changed the damage, it should still count, right? I actually did not try other backpacks, but it's kind of weird.
I agree, that is weird.
I actually want to try it in the dojo, see what happens.
Yeah. See if the damage type changes or something.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Yay, shields! Thank you.
Hello, Tracer. Are you pawing at my monitor? Alright. Okay, hopefully that gives you credit as well.
Yeah, it does, it does.
Okay, good. Okay, so we've got some other places to be. I'm going to go to the bottom left to intercept the bombers. I think that this fight is solo.
Yeah?
Did it say that I entered a fight?
No, it's... So you're in a fight? Yes. Yeah, it's solo.
Yeah. Okay.
It is solo. Intercept the dissidents.
There are a lot of good panda-related puns in this area.
Yeah.
Okay, one fight down. Man, when am I gonna hit at 195? Not anytime soon, it would seem.
You can do it.
Okay, so Misai, I think I am once again looking at moving up north.
Oh,
I think
yeah?
I told you before.
Yeah, you did, you did.
I was thinking about it, and then some work stuff happened with, like, started a new project, and it seemed like I was going to need to be in the office a lot. And I think the strat, you know, I don't think that they actually need me in the office. I think it is purely vanity to have
Mm,
me in the office,
yeah, I
right?
think so as
The
well.
the program office folks want me to be in there because I get to be their like trophy technical staff
So they can bother you
so
at
that they
any
can like
moment.
show me off to customers and be like, look at the smart lady that we have working for us. Aren't you
Yes.
impressed? And like have a
Yes.
lot of confidence that we'll be able to do cool work.
Uh, I like that. it's it's kind of funny.
And I'm just kind of like, man, I talked to my manager about it, and he's like, yeah, there's no like 95% of the work that our department does is remote, and the 5% that is not remote is classified. It's in a SCIF. Um, there is actually a little bit that we need to have someone in an actual physical lab because we run a cluster. We run some racks. We've got 6, I think, racks um, of stuff that we are running Kubernetes clusters on. But generally, it's just like 1 or 2 people who is responsible for maintaining, like, touching the actual physical servers. You know,
Mm-hmm.
a disk drive failed and we need to replace it, and so on. I am on the WinDojo step, by the way. Um, and
I'm
so
fighting pen dissidents.
yeah, I will chill here. But there's not really any reason for me to be in the office. Um, and my manager is like, you have 100%. We are 100% behind you if you want to move further away. There is no reason that you should not be able to do that. We want to keep you, and we understand the cost of living benefits are, if you move out of Los Angeles, you'll be paying a lot less money in,
Yeah, it makes
housing
so
and so
much
on, right?
sense. Yeah, that's true.
Um, I was also
Oh my
someone
god,
brought up that like
cat again. 1 second, let me catch her.
okay.
Come here. I can't have my window open. It's kitty. Oh baby. I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to go.
This cat just wants to be best friends with you.
Oh boy.
This cat just wants to be best friends with you.
Yeah, Kitty wants to be here.
You should get him a little bed. This is now, Misai, this is now your cat.
They're all my cats now. Oh my gosh.
No. This one is your cat.
Yeah.
The rest are the family's.
Yeah, this one has chosen me. I've been chosen.
Yeah.
Or maybe my bedroom has been chosen. Like I don't know. Maybe they only like my bedroom and not me.
No. I saw how that kitty was looking at you.
Okay, I killed the dissidents. Enter the window, Joe. Let me heal. All right, I'm here. We can go in if you'd like.
Oh yeah.
Okay, someone is calling me. One second.
Okay.
Ainda me haviam que pagarem. Foi eu que pedi dinheiro para ir comprar umas coisas.
I am back. I'm sorry. I've been. So my dad. So okay, let me explain. Give you the entire thing. So during June, the month of June in Portugal, there's like these celebrations of the saints. So you have Saint Anthony, Saint Peter, and Saint John. So it's like the Saint Anthony is 13th, Saint John is 24, and Saint Peter is the 29th.
We need to do something about this breaking up on Discord.
Okay, maybe it's like, I don't know if it's the server
As
or
soon as I complain about it, it gets better.
yeah. So I don't know if you heard anything, so let me.
So I heard something about Saint Anthony.
So like during the month of June,
Okay.
there's like these celebrations surrounding the saints, Saint Anthony, Saint John, and Saint Peter. And so Saint Anthony on the 13th and Saint John on the 24th. And
I'm gonna say something and maybe it gets better.
I don't know. And Saint Peter on the 29th of June. Oh my god. O que é?
É ali no sofá com as garras de fora.
Ai, tá bem.
Ai, eu quero.
My mom's talking about the cat. Okay. So the celebrations are during the month of June. These celebrations existed before they became like religious celebrations. They existed before. Like they've been assimilated.
It's a pagan
Yeah.
celebration.
Yeah, it's been assimilated. So in Lisbon, it's Saint Anthony, and like then like mostly in the north part of the country, it's Saint John, and where I live, it's Saint Peter. So there's a lot of like the community like gets together, like celebrates, like does like these big like barbecues outside. Like there's a huge party on the streets, and there's street food. And my dad just brought like this street sweet that's called fartura, and I'm gonna show you. Let me show you.
Have the
Stream. What? It doesn't show. What the hell?
Also, I just saw that Kimito said hello.
Hi Kimito, welcome to the stream. I'm sorry.
When was this message?
Why isn't it showing the webcam?
Oh yeah, Kimito just said hi a minute ago. We didn't forget Kimito for like half an hour.
Oh my god. Oh wait, it doesn't show. Why doesn't it show the webcam? Well, it looks like this. I wanted to make the cam bigger, but this is like a fried dough.
Okay.
It's called
so
It's called fartura. And they sell this like at like it's like a street food stall. So it's similar to a churro, but there's no filling. And it's bigger.
Okay, so is it just fried bread?
It's not fried
kind of
bread, it's sweet.
Well, it's kind of like a churro.
It's different. It's we also have churro, but this is called fritura. It's different. It's sweet. It's good.
Here,
It's
this
fried
is
dough.
Yeah, sorry, I said fried bread. I think I meant fried dough.
Fritura. Okay.
And that's what I found.
I'm gonna show you like images of it. Oh, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah, it is good. I'm sorry, I'm eating.
I want some now, man. I need to.
I gave like this entire explanation.
Misai is showing me where to use farturas on stream, and I'm hungry now. When will you be back?
Okay, I'm sorry, let's do this dungeon.
She says she'll be back late. Let's see. I'm gonna Google. Let's see. Let's go on Grubhub and see if there's a Portuguese place around here.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure if they'll do make that though.
Let's see.
And I only eat these
There's a lot of
around this
Brazilian
time.
places. I don't know about. There's a lot of Brazilian places, but not so much Portuguese. Supermercado Brazil. La Brazilian breakfast. Esquina Brazil. Bossa Nova.
Esquina means corner. So Brazil corner.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I'm
They
gonna
have
inside the dungeon.
empanadas.
I feel
Ooh,
like
they've got jalapeno poppers.
I feel like Portuguese people don't really market their food outside of Portugal.
I mean, I'm in LA. We've got everybody.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's just
Here,
not as popular.
Let's see. Los Angeles. Caldo Verde.
Called verde. Green broth. I haven't had that in a while. I'm gonna ask my mom to make it.
Let's see. They have 4.6 stars.
Wow.
Here we go. This is like a proper restaurant though. I can't just order Grubhub from these guys, you know.
Let me see.
Here, let me go link again.
This is the only time of year where I eat this. Where I eat these. It's like sometimes it's when people eat certain foods outside of the season, like
Yeah.
there's foods that I only eat during Christmas or
Some
during
foods are very seasonal.
or during Easter. But I mean, you can make them outside of those celebrations. When I see people eat those things on a totally like random time of year, I'm like, that's just so weird. But it's not. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just that I associate those foods with that time of year. Caldo Verde, downtown LA, proper hotel. Caldo Verde, the hell? A blend a menu based in Portuguese flavors and old California sensibilities. Okay. So it's just roughly based on Portuguese food.
Let's see. Burrata toast. There's
Yeah, I'm looking at the...
bailado.
Let me read what they have for lunch.
Okay, I think I'm also looking at the same thing. Piri piri avocado toast.
Oh my god, it like this...
Is this really letting you down right now?
What?
Before I go to any Portuguese restaurants or whatever, I gotta
What
run it
is-
by you.
What is this? It's like this is roughly Portuguese. Like putting Portuguese in front of something like Portuguese chopped salad. What the fuck is this? And Portuguese grilled cheese. What is this?
Okay, this was the first pass of trying to find a Portuguese place in LA.
Oh my gosh. So, like,
Let's see.
the lunch menu, they don't even have caldo verde on the menu.
Here,
Let's me see.
Let's
They
look
don't
at these guys.
They don't have soup on the menu. Oh my god, oh wait, no. Okay, the dinner menu does have caldo verde. They have soup.
Okay.
Just so you know, the Portuguese people is big on soup.
Okay.
We're so big on soup that if you go to McDonald's in Portugal, you'll have soup. You can eat soup at
Okay.
McDonald's Portuguese McDonald's.
Okay. I found this other place. This is a pastry shop.
Let me
You'll probably
look.
be mad about this too.
I'm not mad. It's just that it's loosely based on Portuguese food. I'm not mad. It's fine. Like, people like to experiment. I mean, people from different countries will have like different tastes in food. What am I looking at? Natas, pastries, and Portuguese cafe.
Yeah, hopefully that linked okay.
Yeah, there's like just a bunch of options here.
Yeah, there's so many options.
Breakfast waffles? What?
Yeah, there's like it starts
Breakfast-
with breakfast stuff and it eventually gets down into like more pastry kind of stuff.
Breakfast eggs? Like,
Yeah, this is there's actually a lot of like French pastries and stuff in here.
yeah,
It's
I've never seen these in Portugal though, but I mean, I'm sure we have breakfast eggs. I mean,
Okay, here's a Postmates list of Portuguese delivery in LA. There's Okay, maybe these guys are good.
I feel like I'm sure it will exist somewhere, or authentic Portuguese cuisine, though I feel like it doesn't market well. I don't think
Okay,
it.
okay. So this place looks like it's really there's a lot of Brazilian places, less so Portuguese. Right?
It's okay. Don't worry about it. If you ever come to Portugal, we can go and have some of these.
Fried bread, Los Angeles.
Fried bread? Fried bread?
Or I guess fried dough.
Oh my god.
I should be able to find fried dough in America, right?
Mm.
You think you could find fried dough?
I don't know.
Fried dough
I
near
feel
me in
like
Los
I
Angeles.
feel like the Portuguese have exported a lot of their food throughout the discoveries era. But
Yeah.
but the food isn't. There's a lot of. For example, Japan has a lot of Portuguese food, but they don't see it as Portuguese food. They see it as Japanese food. But the origin of the food is not Japanese, it's Portuguese. Like tempura is Portuguese.
Oh,
There's-
is it? I didn't know
yeah.
that.
Because they did not fry things. It was introduced by the Portuguese. The frying, like the dipping stuff in this batter and then frying, that's a Portuguese thing.
There are a lot of Brazilian places around here.
Yeah, go eat Brazilian. That's also really delicious.
My ex's dad used to take us out to a Brazilian place.
Mhm.
It's like a couple blocks from here, actually. That was really good. So right now you're having, fried dough
Mm.
and I'm gonna start this fight and we can keep chatting. But you're having fried dough. The celebration that we have right now is the 4th of July in 2 days
Mm-hmm.
on Tuesday. And so a lot of people are having like barbecues and stuff this weekend.
Mm.
Actually, I'm going to go. Because barbecues and fireworks are like, quintessentially 4th of July kind of activities, right?
Yeah, during this time we also have a bunch of fireworks, and like usually in August there's a lot of festivities and celebrations throughout the country, and August is also the month when immigrants return to Portugal for their vacations. So there's a lot of people. And throughout the country, like there's a lot of fireworks. And of course, sometimes these fireworks won't end up. There's a lot of fires that starts because of fireworks.
Yeah, we have to worry about that too, in California. Let's see. That's gonna hit you. I'm just gonna go pick this up. You know, it'd be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Is if I had Noah. So sad they've just taken this away from me.
You're gonna get it back, don't worry.
Yeah.
It will be okay.
Once I hit level 190, it felt like leveling really slowed way down. But yesterday I hit Legendary Mastery Legend 3 in Warframe.
Ooh.
I've told you about Warframe before, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And Legendary 3 is as high as it goes right now. The way the mastery system works, it will continue getting higher. It will continue, there will be more stuff to obtain and more, we'll be able to keep going higher later. But now I no longer, now I look as fancy as I possibly can. And so that's good.
Okay, I found this restaurant called Barra Santos.
Is this in LA? Are you looking up restaurants for me?
Yeah.
Right
I'm looking at this restaurant called Barra Santos.
Okay,
It looks legit.
Los Angeles.
Like a lot of the stuff that I'm looking at, it looks
Okay, you're gonna have to spell that for me because I don't. I'm not. I
so
do not know.
Barra
Okay.
and Santos Santos.
Yeah, your Brazilian pronunciation is very different than Spanish pronunciation.
So no, I'm actually not speaking. This is Portuguese.
Or sorry,
Oh
excuse
my
me.
god.
My head was still stuck on Brazil because I have a page on a Brazilian restaurant.
I
I'm
mean,
looking at.
I'm
But Portuguese pronunciation is so different than Spanish pronunciation.
some of like the pictures that I'm looking at looks vaguely Portuguese.
We encourage smaller party sizes, reservations, wine while you wait. Okay.
From the pictures, I mean, yeah, sure, this could be.
Okay, menu.
Oh, I stepped on something.
No. Yeah, I mean, that's just these guys doing their shit. Let's see. So where is this place? Because if you go and search for a place in Los Angeles is really big.
Yeah, like I imagine. So I have no idea where this is. I just googled
Oh gosh.
Portuguese food Los Angeles.
This is over near my cousin, so maybe if I go visit her, I'll.
Oh yeah.
Directions. I'm gonna get directions from where I am right now. From home to this place, it's 14 miles away. And for whatever reason, my browser is in miles right now. 25 kilometers, 22 kilometers. Let's see. It's about half an hour drive to get over there.
Though I feel that a lot of these restaurants, I feel like they are aiming for like they're not aimed at Portuguese people. Like they're aimed at
what?
they're like I feel like these restaurants, they're not for Portuguese people. They're for American people. So the
Yeah,
look of the
sometimes.
dish, it doesn't look like something I would see at a Portuguese restaurant, but it doesn't kind of look like, but not really.
Are you looking on Yelp or something? Or on their Instagram? Or...
No, it was on Google.
Okay.
It showed on the map.
There's a cafe near me called Aroma Cafe, which is it's a Bosnian cafe by people who immigrated from Bosnia during the war, right? And it is legit Bosnian, and like there are a lot of Bosnian people who will just be like, you'll see them, in their little, at a table, and they'll be smoking, and they are like, they're there every week or multiple times a week sometimes, right? And my ex actually, her dad was one of these Bosnian people who had immigrated, and he is an artist. He paints, landscapes and such, and had it was his art hanging on the walls of this restaurant, and like it's very legit Bosnian for Bosnian refugees in Los Angeles, and of course they welcome you know non-Bosnian people, but also like you will hear a lot of Eastern European languages being spoken. Just 'cause there's a lot of like.
That's really nice. The reviews on Yelp seem okay. Like there's one review that says the only reason I'm not giving this 5 stars.
Says what?
There's a review on Yelp that says the only reason I'm not giving this 5 stars is because the menu is limited and they don't serve coffee, which is an integral part of any Portuguese meal. But the food is fantastic. Yeah, Portuguese people will have like an espresso at the end of the meal. I don't drink coffee, so I don't never have it, but they will ask you coffee, like if you want like an espresso at the end.
Yeah. That's also something that the Aroma Cafe does too. And they have Turkish coffee, and it's a whole ritual.
The reviews seem okay, like people seem to like.
Yeah. I wonder if I can order from this on Grubhub or whatever.
Oh, there's 1 star.
There's someone gave a 1-star
I
review.
went there on a Saturday evening. We got there at 6:30, and the hostess says the wait for a seat inside would be 35 to 45 minutes. We got a text at 6:53 saying our seats were almost ready and we should check in with the hostess within 15 minutes. Okay, it's not about the food. It's more about that it was cramped.
They just had a long. They just waited a long time.
Yeah, they waited a long time. It's not the food. Yeah. It's not the food, apparently. Okay.
Let's see. There are 16 total reviews. This place looks good. I wonder if we can get delivery or something, because the more I really hate traveling.
Yeah, like don't go there just because like yeah, don't do that all of that effort.
So where this place is like downtown LA.
Mm-hmm.
And parking is really bad.
And like
downtown LA.
It seems
and
that
you can expect
there's a lot of people.
$10.
Yeah, there's a lot of people too. It like I mean, from that, judging from that review, you're gonna have to wait quite a bit. It seems.
Yeah.
To get in. Okay, let's do this fight.
Let's see. I don't see them on Grubhub. Yeah, let's do this fight. Let's start it up.
Like, if it's like just too much effort, I just don't.
Yeah, maybe I'll go there with my cousin or something. But it would be a trip. It would be an outing.
Yeah, so it looks like it's like kind of more. They serve like not kind of. How do I explain this? It's not. Oh, so this person is saying it's tapas style. So, but in Portugal, we do not say tapas. That's a Spanish word.
Yep, it sure is.
We say petisco. So this.
Well, was that in a review?
Yeah.
Well, that's because you're. That's because you're reading a review by someone in Los Angeles.
Yeah, of course. Like, I'm not complaining. I'm just explaining it to you so you know.
Yeah.
Like, people will use the words that they know. It's just how it is. Even in Portugal, because foreigners sometimes will associate, like when they see it, they won't even ask for what the word is. We call it petisco. So like small dishes of food. In Spanish is tapas, and I feel like a lot of foreign people are used to that word. When they come here, even you will even see that word in restaurants, even though that's not the word we use. But for foreigners, it's like those restaurants are actually aimed at foreigners, like to accommodate tourists. So it's okay if they use the word because they don't really know, so it's fine. But we call it petisco. And that's exactly what this restaurant is. They serve like really small dishes of this and that. And from what I see from the pictures, they do not have a lot of variety, no. But it seems
they don't have what?
A lot of variety of dishes. But from what they have, it does seem that people liked it. So it's like all good. Because we have so many types of petisco. So many. Oh my gosh. It's so good. Like from what I see in the pictures, it's like the menu is like really limited.
It's
but
like,
it's very
like,
limited.
We really need to solve
Oh my
this like
gosh.
cutting out problem.
I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
I'm having such a hard time hearing you.
I wish I knew what the problem is.
Okay. Can we try hopping in the Dragon Eggs voice channel?
Okay.
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 Because I can control the region there, and it might just be a region setting. So I'm gonna hop into there.
Okay. Let me just finish this. All right. Am I still breaking up?
Let's give it a minute and see what happens.
Okay, now I am hearing you like really bad.
Yeah, no, your sound quality is a lot worse than we were connected.
Oh my
directly.
gosh.
Can I change this? Why is it not letting me change it? Okay, mic check, mic check.
You're still the same?
Okay.
You're like you sound like
Yeah. Oop, almost deleted the channel.
Oops.
Let's try this. Let's see. Why does...
Let's get into fight.
Okay, mic check, how's this?
Yeah, it's still the same.
Yeah, let's hop back in our DM.
Okay.
Mic check, mic check.
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly.
Yeah, this is way better sound quality. Let's hope that you don't start dropping out.
Yeah, I really don't understand though. Why?
I don't either. We might have to make some changes to your noise suppression in Discord.
Okay.
That might be the solution.
All right.
That's under user settings, voice and video, and then you scroll down a bunch and you turn off like echo cancellation and noise suppression and stuff.
Okay, voice and video.
Yeah, voice and video, then you scroll down like a little past halfway. And then you try turning off echo cancellation.
Okay, I turned it off.
And we'll see how it behaves now. And this is something that we just kind of have to like see how we like it, right?
Okay.
This will also, if we turn off noise suppression, you know, like I can't usually hear your cats when you bring them up to the mic because there's noise suppression and it counts cat purring as noise.
Uh-huh.
So like if you want me to be able to hear that on Discord, then you gotta turn that off. But then I can also hear your family better.
Oh yeah, you want to hear my mom talking.
I mean, I don't care. When that happens to other people, I usually start talking to them like they're my parents. And they usually get a kick out of that.
But yeah, I was saying that they don't seem to have a lot of options, but it does seem that what they have, it's delicious, that people really liked it.
Yeah. Seems legit.
I mean, like, as long as it's tasty, it's fine.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Alright. DoorDash. Oh yeah, no. So this place does not seem to have delivery. I'm just gonna drop this in our DM so that I can refer back to it and find it later.
Okay.
Speaking of cataloging things in DMs, how about those social media sites kind of blowing up?
What?
Did you see that Twitter is rate limiting?
Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah. And that it seems to be because they are DDoSing themselves.
What?
They seem to have services running on their infrastructure that are, well, so this is actually a result of their rate limiting because, you know, their browser, you know, applications and so on are when it is unable to fetch tweets because of the rate limiting, it simply retries immediately without waiting at all. And so if you hit the rate limit, you are trying to connect to them like 10 times per second to get more tweets, which is effectively DDoSing them and making the problem worse.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
What a disaster.
Yeah, what a disaster. Elon, go home. What are you doing?
Yeah. Now, where did I end up in all this?
It's a bit of a jumble.
Yeah. We're gonna do one of these. These. I messed up our challenge. We should make sure that we get a challenge done against
Oh,
these
sorry.
guys. Did we actually get a challenge done?
Not sure.
Against, I think the first two rooms did not have the dungeon mob. I think we got to do one on the next room. You're taking kind of a beating, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. I am taking a beating.
You guys are giving
They're-
me kind of a beating too.
They're mean.
More so than usual.
Mm.
I think I have more bread. I do. Okay, here we go.
Okay, let's go. A good challenge, please. Ugh.
To each his pwn.
Oh.
Alright. I will take the Uchiwang. If you don't want to deal with it. Actually... I'm gonna take the Kuroken.
Okay. I'll take the Wuchi Wang then.
Because the resistances are better.
What? I've been abandoned. Oh wait, no.
Nope.
Almost. Toof.
Okay, so that one is weak to water. That one's also weak to water. Man. Alright.
Pick one.
I'll take the Fang Shu, I guess. Already here on it, you know. But yeah, like, I mean, so Reddit has disabled third-party applications.
Mm-hmm.
Twitter disabled third-party applications a while ago, and my usage massively dropped when they did that, to basically the point of I only ever look at it on the computer. My usage of Reddit has immediately dropped massively. I don't know that, like, you know, I mentioned earlier that I'm trying to find replacements for some of these things.
Yeah, you did. You showed me like a few websites.
Yeah, we've got Mastodon, which is kind of like a Facebook / maybe Twitter replacement, and then Lemmy, which is like a Reddit replacement. But the, you know, Reddit for the time being is browsable on the PC. You know, you've got old Reddit, you can have ad blockers and so on. But they will probably want to get rid of that. They'll want, you know, they'll want to, you know, it's not safe. I wouldn't expect, right?
Come back here.
I need that AP.
Come back here, Wichiwag.
Took 3 of my AP. I need that. I'm just gonna keep pushing you. Keep going this way.
No, don't come to me! God dang it.
I've started using co-host for it, kind of like a Twitter replacement, but it supports kind of longer form posting as well, which is really nice. So you can actually get.
What the hell? It goes invisible.
Yeah, she's invisible now, just for 1 turn. It looks
One
like.
turn, okay.
She is right here.
Alright.
The mechanics for these mobs are kind of cool. I like them a lot better than the fire foo mechanics.
Okay, so let me see like what kind of damage I do to this guy.
So that first hit's nice. Yeah, you're crushing. Oh, big stretch.
Okay. Yeah, don't hit me. Oh, no, there was some for me too.
Let's see. Gonna go hide over here.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. Yay, we did it. All right. Okay. We made it to the last room.
Alright, and I think the plan is just win, right?
Yeah. So lovely. This Is it
Yeah.
Shihan or Han? No, this is Shihan, right?
This is Shihan.
Yeah.
Hanshi is
It's the other one.
the big boy.
Look at that style. I like it.
She's wearing. Is she wearing? No, she's not wearing heels. She is merely standing on her tiptoes,
Yeah.
which is better somehow.
Yeah. Looks good.
You know, show off those calves.
Yeah. Mm-mm. Alright. Let's go. Yeah. Ouchie.
Now I think Hanshi
It's in CC?
has melee resistance.
Oh, okay. It's the other way around then.
Yeah. Come visit. That's a cool animation.
Indeed. Smack. Damage sharing infinite.
Oh, I messed up faint-hearted.
It's alright. Don't worry about it.
We can maybe do last. Shihan is weak to you, at least. Oh, are you guys all coming over here? Alright.
Okay. Oh, this guy got big, a little bit bigger.
Yeah, why did he get bigger?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It gave itself vitality. Oh no, Kurokin gave it vitality. And increases final damage inflicted by 15%.
Alright.
Ooh.
Walk a little bit away. It has a lot of luck right now, though.
So cool. Evil. That hurt. It likes the lance.
Well, thank goodness, because That's free HP. We're going to do last. We need to start hitting Shihan in CC.
Hi, Portia. Yes,
Hello.
we're here.
Yeah, we're here. We're focusing so intently on this boss fight.
Yes, yes, that's right. There is amazing food place near my work. What kind of food? But I can't order it. Oh, they don't do takeaway. I feel the US is like really big on takeaway. Like Portugal, not so much.
I mean, so I started using delivery and pick up a lot during the pandemic, and I have enough health problems that I'm kind of would prefer to keep it that way.
Yeah, makes sense. It's Lithuanian food plus generic food. I never had.
Okay, what just happened?
Yeah, they would. Hanshi will do that, like teleport to you. You guys are evil little shits.
Sorry for leaving my lance for them to hide behind. Okay, so she just powered up. She's in her final fit form.
This is my final form.
I didn't realize that Kirja, yeah, it does minus dodge. Okay. Kind of useful.
Hi, favorite sickness. Welcome to the stream. Oh, an English Dofus streamer. Yes, like we're rare.
Yeah, she's even focused. She's even featured on the launcher.
Oh, that's right. Sometimes I forget that. We need more English streamers on the launcher. For sure. I'm so happy right now. Oh, nice. Thanks. I'm glad you're happy. I stream 4 times a week when I don't fall asleep.
Hey, Misai, don't die.
Oh, okay. I will try.
Okay.
I'm gonna do this to ensure I live for another turn. Okay. I'm not sure. I don't. If I hope I'm not gonna mess this up.
No, you wouldn't mess it up. Perfect.
Nice.
Get both duo and blast. Why are you
Okay,
doing
I'm.
this to me?
He he is mean.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yes.
Alright, we're just gonna start hitting you like this.
Yeah.
This stinks.
Okay.
Alright, mess him up.
I will try. Toof.
There we go.
Yay. Ta-da.
Alright, almost 192.
Okay, let's have a
Don't
chat.
click leave the dojo.
No, I won't.
Alright,
Okay. Tenrawa. Okay.
Yeah, we've done all these before, so no dramatic readings tonight, right?
Turn towards a merchant. Keep listening. Yeah, I've done this on my sacred.
Yeah.
Keep listening.
Take a travel permit to the captain of the Khazari.
Yay. Okay, there's no more dialogue, I think.
Yeah.
New Pandala is such an unknown to me. Oh, really? Oh my gosh, New Pandala is so good. The storyline is just awesome. Okay.
Now we have to go back up to the summit.
And now I am gonna end the stream here. I am
yeah, we're
so
way over
sorry.
time.
Yeah, we're half hour way over. Because we got distracted looking at food.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry,
alright,
guys.
you know what? This is to make up for last week because I went to go lie down early last week.
It's fine. Yeah, I think you should if you're tired. So I am so sorry, guys. Portia, favorite sickness. It's so it's midnight. It's past midnight for me. I usually start at 9
Is
p.m.
it 12:30 or 1:30?
No, 12:30. Thank you so much for the follow, favorite sickness. I appreciate it. It's I usually stream between 9 p.m. and midnight. So it's 10 p.m. Dofus time. And yeah, I usually end at midnight, more or less. And today I was like a bit past already because
you were saying when we started that you were really, really tired.
But
Hopefully
now I am
bit.
fully awake, Seon. I was so sleepy because I had been fighting like for like 1 hour, like don't fall asleep, and I'm just like about to fall asleep. And then I see your message and I'm like, okay, stay awake.
Okay, you know what? If you're next weekend, if you're fighting to stay awake on Sunday,
Oh my god.
and you want to start a little early, send me a message.
All right.
And if I'm awake, I will.
But
I actually have been committing to sleeping in a little bit during my vacation here.
But I think I'm maybe another week or two, and I'll get this new schedule on track, and I won't be sleepy. But yeah, guys, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna end the stream here for now, but I'll be back tomorrow. My schedule is up on my Twitch page, so you guys can see. So I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. And I am melting because it's super hot right now in this room. I need to go.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, I need to
Open
go
up the
outside
window,
and eat
say
more.
hello to the kitty.
Yeah, say hello to my kitties and eat more frituras. And
Man,
then-
I want some. Send me some.
Yeah, I wish I could send you. Okay, everyone, thank you so much. I'll be back Monday, tomorrow. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.